All right, so the single best exercise you can do as an older adult or senior to help you maintain balance and not fall is, it's going to sound way too simple, but I've seen it's such a problem for people, is getting up and out of a chair. We call them sit to stand. So by far the best exercise that you can do to maintain balance and avoid falling. So what you do, it's really simple. We're going to go through the exercise, and then we're going to go through a few variations on how you can alter it if it's more difficult for you. So the first things first, you need a chair. Because of course, sit to stand, just like it sounds, is starting sitting. So in order to make this a little bit easier, you slide your buttock all the way to the end of the chair and pull your knees back a little bit, or pull your feet back a little bit. You're going to bring your nose over your toes, and as you do that, leverage starts to lift your hips up off that chair. If you need to, push off an armrest. If you need to, hang on to something next to you, put a chair next to you or something. You can also put your walker, if you have a walker or a cane, you can use that right in front of you. But essentially you're going to lean forward. It's going to feel uncomfortable possibly, but you're going to feel that butt start to lift as you lean forward, and then come up and back down, up and down. Usually I'll tell people to time themselves for 30 seconds, see how many you can do, and then try and work on building that number up, doing more in 30 seconds. But the number one rule with that is safety first. Don't push yourself so hard that you're getting off balance or falling. But with that, you'll build up the muscles in the quad and in the hip. So many of the people that I work with who have fallen, they stand up and then they lose their balance and they fall. So this, being able to come up and stand and sit solid and strong without losing your balance, is so important. And it will help you maintain your ability to get up and go, to be independent. Because so many people, as you start to have difficulty getting out of a chair, that's a sign that you're getting a lot of weakness in those legs. So we want to avoid that. Something that, if it's too difficult for you to do that, to get up and out of a chair, like I said, modify it by pushing off the armrest. Something else you can do is take a pillow and place on the chair, and that will help elevate where you're at, so you're not sitting on such a low surface. Sit on a taller surface. Sometimes people will use mats. I've got a little squishy mat here that I can use that elevates me, and that way I'm not having to come up quite as high. Something else you can use, if that's just not even quite enough, is if you've got a bar stool that's kind of tall, so you're sitting up a little higher and coming up from that higher bar stool. That can be a good way to modify this. But like I said, this is the single best exercise you can do to strengthen your legs and hips, to avoid falls and maintain balance. There are plenty of other exercises you can do that you can watch some of my other videos and incorporate, but if there's one exercise that you have time for, make it for this exercise. And sometimes people don't want to dedicate time to exercise, so I'll tell them, if you're just watching TV or you're relaxing, every commercial break, or maybe if you're reading a book, every chapter, do 3. Up and down. Push off if you need. Try to incorporate it into your daily life if you don't want to set aside the time to actually exercise. So as you do this, I know it will help you have better balance. It'll help you avoid falls, and it'll help you maintain, most importantly, your independence. So I appreciate you tuning in. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below. I would love to help you however I can. I try and get back to the people that leave comments as quickly as I can if you have questions about balance or strength. And also, if you would subscribe to my videos, I would very much appreciate it. That always helps. That helps me spread the word of good balance and improving fitness. So we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.